Hello everyone. Does anyone know if there are more people joining or is this just it?
I think there's supposed to be 10 students here.
Okay. I'll wait maybe like 1 to 2 more minutes. I think I'll start now and then hopefully the next person can join us.
We still have 2 students, but you can start now.
2?
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Sorry, let me check. Is Xiaole here? Xiaole? Nope. And Xinyi? Is Xinyi here? Nope. Okay, we still have 2 more.
Okay.
嗯
According to the schedule, we start teaching at 6:25. So do you want to wait or should I start?
Do you want to start first? Or maybe we can talk more.
Sure.
Okay.
It's 6 o'clock there. I mean, it's 10 a.m. here. Where do you live?
I live in Southern California, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So have you been to Asia?
My parents came from Taiwan, so I do visit with them to Taipei usually
Oh, cool.
and to Shanghai. Oh, and I can speak Chinese, so if you have any questions, you want to speak in Chinese, that's okay too.
Okay. I'm actually okay with both language, so
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna start at, well, 20.
Sure.
Time. Yeah.
Excuse me, I don't think your microphone is on.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Let's see if this looks better. Can you see, can you guys see the slides? Can you see
Yeah,
the
we can see it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so today I'm gonna be presenting about homeschool. So does anyone know what homeschool is, or have you ever heard of homeschool?
I have a friend who homeschool, but we don't talk anymore. I mean, that's not what I mean, but I don't have her contact information. But I know what homeschool is.
Okay. Can you try to describe?
I don't know. I don't know what she does.
Okay. So basically, homeschool is in general just schooling at home. The word homeschool can be used both as a verb and as a noun to use as to teach someone's children at home, and both as well as a school set up at home. So here's the question. If I say homeschool is the best, homeschool in this sentence is a noun or verb?
No?
Correct. And please, everyone, do please speak up. So, homeschool, if you add er or ing at the end of the word, it can also change the meaning. Such as homeschooler means a person who is being homeschooled, and homeschooling is the practice of homeschool. Let's try to make some sentences using the word homeschool. Does anyone want to start? Kitty 老师,
Yes?
I can't read Chinese.
You can. Okay, I'll help you. Wait a second. How about the first one? 玉瑞.
Yes.
Can you answer the question that the teacher gave you?
Um,
Or do you need more time to think about it?
okay.
Okay, then how about 舒瑞? Hi, 舒瑞. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you try to make a sentence using the word homeschool? Can you hear me?
Did I move a bit too fast for everyone?
I think they are just too shy to speak up.
Okay.
Come on, everyone.
And there's no wrong answer, so you can just give it your best shot.
How about Xiao-En? Do you want to try?
I don't know.
You don't know about homeschool.
Yes, it's new.
Okay, then I'll just give you all more information and then we can try this one later. Sound okay?
Okay.
All right. So the advantages of homeschool. Does anyone know what advantage mean?
Okay, how about Muyi? You try first.
Advantage is like something you had a edge on. Is that what you call it? 反正 advantages 就是优点吧。I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah, I think you have
Is it
got it. Yeah, it's basically any state, circumstance, or opportunity which is especially favorable for the desired end. So basically, like if I wanted to major in math and I was really good at math, I'd have an advantage, basically. 就是优点. And another form of advantage is like benefits, gains, profit, that kind of stuff. So some of the advantages of homeschool is that it's self-paced, meaning that you can choose like how you do the pace at which you do your homework and learn. You get to learn what you want, like you can choose different subjects, although you do still need the regular language arts, math, and regular just general ed. Uh, one of the best benefits that I myself consider is you don't need to stick to one tutor or program. So if you don't like it, you can change it. Not recommended during the middle of a semester, but I think that's still possible. And your parents are also your primary teachers, which means that if they're really nice, then we'll have really nice teachers. And then disadvantages of homeschool. Does anyone know what disadvantages mean?
like the opposite of advantages? 缺点.
Yeah, basically. So disadvantages is that again, your parents are your primary teachers. So if they're extremely strict, you have extremely strict teachers. I personally don't really like that. I don't know about everyone else. And also less interaction with people your age. Like you get to meet people at school. It's usually self-learning, which means you just don't get to meet a lot of people. So was there a advantage or disadvantage that you particularly liked or disliked, and why?
I don't think I would like to be taught by my parents because that would be awkward if my mom tried to teach me math or science. That's not her thing.
Yeah, true. Anyone else? If not, we can just move on.
大家要多说话一下。Or maybe you can just move on.
Okay. So homeschooling in California, basically there are 3 different types. There's something called a charter school, which is basically like a private funds from the state. A private school admin, which basically means that your parents fill out something called a PSA form, which basically is making sure they meet all the legal requirements. And then if approved, they can school you at home, and you use your own money to pay for any other programs. And then independent study is that a teacher manages the child's education. So your parents are still in charge, but a teacher guides you, and it's like more like an individual regular school. And they use state funding and you will be required the same as a public school. So if you could homeschool, would you prefer homeschooling or traditional setting? If you could choose.
I think I like traditional setting more. Because we could like talk with our classmates and
Yeah.
not stuck at home.
Yeah. Anyone else have opinions or?
How about 小乐? You are new here. Xiaole, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How about Jonathan? You give your opinion first.
Actually, I am currently homeschooled through charter right now. So I get to pick my own education. So I still have language arts, math, science, and social studies requirements. But to me, it's a lot less stressful. And also I get to wake up late, which is probably the best part for me. And I did also try independent study. It's kind of similar to regular school, except it's more customizable and yeah. Okay. So, does anyone have any questions?
How about that's just voting? Because Mui said, if you like traditional type, you type 1, and if you like homeschooling, you type 2. Now everyone, just type 1 or 2.
Good idea. Wow, everybody likes traditional setting. Nice.
So, can anyone describe why you like one? Why you prefer the traditional type? But I think one reason is that they don't have the experience of homeschooling and they always have fun with their classmates. So I think that's the most important why they like the traditional one.
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely heard from my friends, like, if you're in the traditional setting, you get to talk with friends more, and yeah, it is pretty, also it acknowledging the idea on your parents being your teachers is a bit weird. Like, my mom and I did have to adjust for a few months before I could actually see her as a teacher. But personally, I do think it was worth it. So I think we could just play a small grammar game and then just chat and hang out.
Okay.
Okay, so the game is just basically fill in the blank. Since you all like chat, just type the letter to the answer that you think is correct. So there are many something of homeschooling. One of them is that I can set my own schedule. An advantage or disadvantage? Disadvantage this. Yes, advantage. Uh, Next one. Hello everyone, my name is something and I am a homeschooling or homeschooler.
See?
Yeah, homeschooler. Uh, One something of homeschool is less opportunity to meet other students at the same age. Advantage or disadvantage? Yeah, B. And last question, there are something types of homeschool. 10 types, 3 types, or infinite types of homeschool. Well, at least in California. Uh, yeah, 3. Okay, and that's basically it. So if you just want to chat or whatever.
Does anyone have any questions about like homeschool or other questions to ask to Jonathan?
Okay.
Or you can type your questions in the box, okay?
What's your like favorite part about homeschooling?
I'd say just the freedom to sleep until really late. Like sometimes if I don't have any programs, I can sleep about to 12 o'clock actually. So it's pretty nice. And
Oh,
also I do get to like choose like, okay, I have it's they're programs, so they don't not a lot of them do it every day. So I can just choose like, okay, today I'm gonna do this, and then the next day I'm gonna do this. Just as long as I meet the program's deadlines, I'm okay.
so what's your favorite program?
I'd say the Arbor Learning Community. It has a lot of great teachers, and they teach a lot of interesting subjects, such as cooking from scratch, a science class, and just different choices.
How many programs do you have a day?
Um, it's not like there are set programs where it's kind of like regular school, but they just set like, here are your daily programs. The ones I have are more like individual subjects, and
So it's not like a history class, math class. It's mixed class, not only one.
uh, it still has those, but I don't have to. It's not like, okay, today is. I don't need to stick to one program for everything. So basically, I can choose like, okay, like this program's math class, but like the other program's English class. I can just pick and choose. So it really depends on their schedule and how it just comes together.
Hmm. How about Shaoen? Do you have any questions for Jonathan? Or anything you are curious about?
Um, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. How about Song Jie? Or Wei Shan? No? Or Mui, do you have any other questions?
Yes. Is it Monday over there or Sunday?
Date night.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I
Sunday
didn't.
night.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You can type your questions in the messenger so everybody can see it and you don't need to speak up. Okay, we got one question.
It's 62 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, right now. It's not too cold, but cold for California.
So it's about 15 degrees Celsius, maybe. 地化课的。
Yeah, I think about.
Is there snow in California?
We have artificial snow, but we don't get snow.
Oh. I've only seen snow like twice in my life. Never in Taiwan. I think there was like this cold front in Taiwan like in 2014 and the mountains were snowing. I think a lot of people went there. Maybe someone here saw snow in Taiwan. But it's nearly impossible for us to get snow.
Or Jonathan, do you have any questions for these students?
Not that I can think of right now.
Have you been to any Asian countries?
My parents came from Taipei, I think both of them,
Oh,
maybe.
really?
It's from Taipei. Yeah, so I've been back to visit my grandfather and China, Shanghai, Suzhou, and I think Hangzhou, if I remember correctly.
So do you speak English with your parents or Chinese?
My parents were in the past were a bit strict about Chinese at home rule,
Oh,
but now I can speak whatever language I want.
oh, okay.
Do you have any siblings?
No. Unless you count a dog as a sibling, then yes, I do have a dog.
So how's the pandemic over there?
This is America, so people are insistent on not wearing masks. So I can't really say. My family does wear masks, but we know a lot of people who just don't.
All right, so everyone, this is our first section, and we were gonna to say goodbye to our first teacher, Jonathan. Okay? So just say goodbye to our first teacher. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.